everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to take you along in our homestead kitchen as I show you what I eat postpartum. It is still very much summertime here at our home and we have a lot of tomatoes blooming in the garden, so I'm going to be pulling these out. Now I am about 1.5 to 2 weeks postpartum in this video. It is really important when you first have a baby to get as much bedtime and rest time in that first couple weeks as possible, and that is exactly what I did. Once I was able to get up and move around, I was excited to get outside and just pick a couple of things from the garden like flowers and basil and mint to go in our kitchen. I believe that fresh air, vitamin D, sunshine is all really good for you postpartum. I had a pretty uncomplicated birth, so my recovery was quite easy. I have had more complicated births before, so I understand the need to be in bed for longer. But with this being my third baby and everything going pretty smoothly, I was able to get up and walk around the house pretty soon after the birth. One complication I did have that I've talked about on this channel before was my varicose veins. They got really bad during this pregnancy, so I'm eating a lot of fish oil, salmon, really healthy fats, and just healthy food in general. I think after you have a baby, it's so important to nourish your body as much as possible. For the first couple of days after birth, I ate freezer meals because I had prepped so much really yummy soup, chilies, chicken and gnocchi soup, chicken tortilla soup. We had a bunch of food in the freezer, so that's what I ate right after the birth. So tonight I'm making a really yummy salmon, vegetable, and pasta dish. One of my favorite things to do with pasta, if you have garden fresh tomatoes, is of course making your own homemade tomato sauce. But if you don't have time to make your own homemade tomato sauce or you don't have enough tomatoes to do that, I love just taking a few cherry tomatoes, putting them in olive oil, adding some seasoning and salt, and sauteing those on the stove. Today I'm gonna pour them over pasta, but I've also really enjoyed putting these kind of sauteed seasoned tomatoes over sweet potatoes or even over toasted eggs in the morning for breakfast. Just a few ideas if you have a lot of tomatoes this summer. Being postpartum, I find it super important to get a lot of protein in my diet and make food easily accessible. So for that reason, I've been making a lot of hard-boiled eggs. My family loves hard-boiled eggs and I do too. And today I'm excited to show you my new favorite way of making them with the Deem egg steamer. This stainless steel steamer makes meals quick and effortless with several settings to steam different types of food. There's a rack that fits eggs perfectly for hard-boiled eggs. I love that you can set this and walk away. You don't have to really monitor it. You set the timer and it will steam perfectly for you. There's also a meat and vegetable setting. The pot is made from 100% food grade stainless steel that is durable, heat resistant, and odor free. I love that everything that is touching the food is pure stainless steel. We use a lot of stainless steel in our kitchen and I just try to avoid plastic and other materials that are not pure as much as possible. There's a built-in temperature sensor that helps prevent dry burning by auto shutting off when the water is too low. There's also a light alert that reminds you to refill in time. Many of times I have tried to steam something on the stove and run out of water because I was walking away or out in the garden. So I like that this feature makes steaming things much easier. I love that the hard-boiled eggs came out perfectly and were very easy to crack. There was not a lot of peeling. The shell just came off right away. Deem also has several other stainless steel products that are in our home, such as the toaster and the water kettle. Deem has given me an exclusive discount to share as Alexa20 for 20% off at checkout. If you are looking to make steaming a little bit more seamless in your household, be sure to check out the Deem stainless steel steamer. Thank you so much for Deem for sponsoring this video. Even if I'm a little bit slower being newly postpartum, it's still so nice to be able to get in the car and go somewhere. On this day particularly, we did not plan on going to the flower field, but we had to stop and nurse because that's what happens when you have a newborn baby. You have to make a lot of stops. So I was like, let's just pull over at this flower patch, and we did. It ended up being so nice. So we got a bunch of flowers here, and I'm making my way around the kitchen with fresh flowers. And this bouquet you actually see me putting here is a gift from family. It's a beautiful bouquet that they gave us for having our new baby. So I was not complaining about the amount of flowers that we had around after our baby arrived. For breakfast this morning, I'm making homemade waffles with freshly milled flour. We go through these so fast. I literally can't make enough of them, even when I make a double batch. I'm combining my einkorn flour and my freshly milled whole grain flour here to make the waffle batter. What I love about this waffle recipe is that it is easy to freeze and then easy to pop in the toaster. So we just toast it up for a really quick and easy breakfast. And it's got the freshly milled whole grain flour in it. It's got some eggs, so it's a pretty decent meal. I am getting my sourdough at home book out to refresh my memory on my sourdough pizza recipe. Change up my homemade pizza recipe because I make homemade pizza so often for my family, and with seasonal food that's coming in and out each season, you can easily customize this for seasonal food or even leftover food. You see me here pulling out frozen chicken and frozen leftover broccoli from a previous meal. We also have fresh figs in our area. I got some salami from the store, and we usually have some mozzarella cheese. Today I'm just shredding up some cheddar, and then I like to shred up some Parmesan as well. So I'm gonna be making two pizzas here. One is going to be a salami, fig, and onion pizza, and the other is going to be chicken and broccoli with ranch and barbecue sauce, so a barbecue ranch chicken. I love making food that is not only beautiful but tastes good and is nourishing too, and this one checks all the boxes. These flavor combinations were perfect, and I loved the thick whole grain sourdough crust. I'll be making this pizza again very, very soon. I think when you are newly postpartum or any season of life that is new or changing or a little bit challenging, just take it really easy. Make a meal that you know will be a success for your family. Don't try to do anything fancy. Pull out a good freezer meal. As long as you're cooking with whole ingredients, maybe some fresh food from the garden, keep it simple and know that what you are doing for your family and for yourself is nourishing. Thank you so much for joining me in this video where I showed you what I was eating really newly postpartum. Don't forget to use my link below to check out the By-Deem electric food steamer and use my discount code for an exclusive discount at checkout. If you're brand new to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe and join me each week for farm-to-table recipes and homemade natural living. Thank you so much for stopping by the Duvall Homestead.